Welcome to Middle Class Matters, Business News in English from Dr CMA Alagesan on CAG Audit Report number 19 of 2023 on the Bharatmala pariyojana scheme, scam of rupees 7,50,000 crores by Government of India officials, politicians and contractors. Part number 35 continued. 2. Monobo and Tanat. This project has already achieved its completion on 21st August 2020. Audit observed the following. As against equity infusion of 168.2 crore to be done by L1 in the special purpose vehicle formed to perform as concessionaire, only an amount of 135.86 crore was found to be infused and routed through escrow account. As against debt of 540.02 crore to be brought in by concessionaire as per approved financial package, no debt money was found to be brought in escrow account, and amount deposited in the escrow account in the form of equity infusion of 135.86 crore and NHAI contribution of 40% of bid project cost was found to be released to the EPC contractor on the same day on which such amount was deposited in the escrow account. However, the management could not furnish to audit the bills of the EPC contractor so as to ascertain that whether the payments were released to the EPC contractor against the amount due only. MORTH admitted in April 2022 the infusion of 135.86 crore as equity by concessionaire and further stated that 50 crore only was availed from lenders and remaining amount was arranged from sponsors. Reply of MORTH may be viewed against the fact that as per records available with the audit, no loan amount was availed for this project by the concessionaire. 3. Kanchwala Bhogal Bed. In this project, escrow account was made operational with effect from 1st August 2019, that is around 2 months after the appointed date of 22nd May 2019. Until that time period, the funds were routed through another current account in violation of the requirements of the concession agreement. Although as per concession agreement and escrow agreement, amount to be released from escrow account was to be against payments due only. It was observed that amount totaling 52 crore brought in by concessionaire during 1st August 2019 to 31st August 2019 were released to the EPC contractor immediately when, in fact, no bills were due for payment to the EPC contractor during these days. MORTH admitted in April 2022 that due to technical issue, funds up to August 2019 were routed through another current account. However, MORTH did not give reply regarding release of money from escrow amount to EPC contractor without the same falling due. Gorakhpur 3. Gorakhpur Karenkra Package 1. NHAI in violation of HAM agreement made a payment on June 27, 2019 of rupees 2.21 crore to the concessionaire into another account instead of escrow account. MORTH replied in April 2022 that the payments made to concessionaire pertain to utility shifting work which were made prior to the appointed date as the concessionaire has not submitted the escrow account to NHAI. It was evident from the reply that concessionaire was irregularly doing pre-construction activity before fixation of appointed date and the payments were released to concessionaire without routing it through escrow account. 5. Vadodara Mumbai Expressway. In case of package 1 and 5, cases of diversion of rupees 139.31 crore to other accounts and parties not related to projects were noticed. MORTH assured in April 2022 of getting reviewed the diversion of funds as commented by audit. 6. Kalaham, Minshruti and Kozhikode bypass projects. In case of two HAM projects, it was observed that there was no monitoring of escrow accounts by NHAI as escrow bank statements were not being furnished to it by the concessionaires or lending bankers, showing weak internal controls over escrow account transactions. MORTH did not furnish reply to the audit observation. 7. Hapur bypass Moradabad. Even though neither concession agreement nor escrow agreement expressly allowed investment from escrow accounts, in mutual funds, diversion of funds by concessionaires in mutual funds to the tune of around 3,359 crore no was affected in view of narrations of entries in the escrow account either missing or being incomplete. Audit could not review transfer of funds affected through these entries. The above issue was further aggravated by the fact that, as per the clause 33.2.4 of the concession agreement, NHAI had an option to appoint at its cost during concession period concurrent auditors to undertake concurrent audit of the concessionaires accounts. However, no such concurrent audit was conducted by NHAI. Thus, NHAI failed to monitor the transactions from escrow bank account in this boot toll project. MORTH admitted in April 2022 the diversion of funds to mutual funds and and further stated that clarifications have been sought from concessionaires in this regard. Thus, poor monitoring by NHAI resulted in diversion of funds to the tune of 3,598.52 crore by concessionaires and short infusion of concessionaires' share of equity by 32.34 crore. Recommendation number 35. MORTH should ensure fixing of responsibility for diversion of funds from escrow account. It may also strengthen the control and monitoring mechanism in public-private partnership projects over payments being released to the concessionaires. 6.7.3 Maintenance Clause. As per Clause 12.4 of the HAM agreements, during the concession period, the concessionaire was required to maintain at its cost the existing project highway to ensure that the road was in pothole-free condition. For the purpose, the concessionaire was required to undertake necessary repair and maintenance works. Audit observed that the above terms of the concession agreement reduced the concessionaire's responsibility for maintenance of the existing road during concession period. Clause 12.4 of the concession agreement was in contrast to matching clauses applicable in any EPC or boot toll projects, which stipulated that during concession period the contractor or concessionaire was required to maintain the existing project highways in such a way that it was not only traffic worthy but also safe for users, and that its condition was not materially different from what it was before entering into agreement. In fact, the responsibility of concessionaire to maintain road during construction period, that is after appointed date, under clause 12.4 of the HAM agreement was a diluted version of clause 6.2 of the same HAM agreement, whereby during development period, that is period between the agreed date and appointed date, the concessionaire was required to maintain the existing project highways in such a manner that the road was in pothole-free condition and quality of service and safety were maintained on the existing project highway. Inadequacy of the clause 12.4 of the concession agreement was highlighted in case of Paniyala Narula bypass Panchari Kalan package 1 project, whereby the existing stretch from kilometer 15.96 to 19.66 length of 3.7 km falling in Nangal Chowdhury town was to be bypassed after construction of the project highway, and the same was to be handed over to State Public Works Department thereafter. NHAI, while reviewing the condition of the stretch before handing over to Public Works Department, has admitted that even after filling of potholes by the concessionaires as per its obligation under the concession agreement, this stretch of 3.7 km was not traffic worthy and therefore one-time maintenance was required, for which an estimate of rupees 1.93 crore was approved by competent authority. This cost was borne by NHAI. MORTH replied in April 2022 that in case of Paniyala Narula bypass package 1, the maintenance work has been carried out as per the provision of concession agreement. MORTH reply was not germane to the core audit while regarding inconsistent maintenance clause in HAM projects. Recommendation number 36. Maintenance clause of HAM projects should be streamlined and harmonized with EPC or boot agreements to maintain roads in traffic worthy and safe conditions during construction period. 6.7.4 Levy of penalty on defaulting contractors. In case of EPC projects, if the contractor is unable to achieve the project milestones or is not able to complete the project as per scheduled mentioned in the agreement, such contractor is liable to pay damages at rates prescribed in the agreement. If such non-achievement is not attributable to any force majeure event or any failure on the part of the implementing agency to fulfill its obligation under the agreement. Regarding this, audit observed the following: 6.7.4.1 Dwarka Expressway Package 3 and 4. The appointed dates of Package 3 and 4 were 29th November 2018 and 5th December 2018 respectively. The contractors of both packages were granted extension of 91 days and 160 days respectively in scheduled completion date due to force majeure events, that is ban on construction activities by National Green Tribunal and complete partial lockdown during COVID pandemic as per detail given in the table. During review of records, audit observed that first force majeure event was the National Green Tribunal ban on construction activities to mitigate smoke pollution during 26th October 2019 to 4th February 2020, that is after the scheduled date of achievement of milestone 1 of package 3 and 4. Further, only 34 days and 40 days were left in achievement of milestone 2 and of package 3 and 4 respectively, when first major event was effected on 26th October 2019. The contractors of the two projects could not achieve their milestone 1 even up to the scheduled date of milestone 2 of these projects, in spite of the fact that the requisite land and entire mobilization advance of 133.3 crores and 104.7 crore respectively had been given to the contractors at the time of fixation of appointed date. The contractors' default in timely submission of drawings, late mobilization of resources and delay in start of work right from appointed date was well known to the NHAI. Therefore, NHAI itself computed 18th September 2019 damages amounting to 65.98 crore and 47.12 crore to be levied on contractors of package 3 and 4 respectively for delayed progress of work. However, the decision to recover damages was kept in abeyance with no justified reasons. Moreover, contractors for package 3 and 4 were given another undue benefit in the form of blanket extension of their scheduled completion dates to 5th August 2021 and 12th August 2021 respectively. 6.7.4.2 Varanasi Ring Road Project. There was package 2. There was nil physical progress on the date of first milestone 14th August 2019 because of financial crisis, non-mobilization of manpower and machinery by contractor, despite the fact that NHAI has handed over the desired right of way to the contractor. The first milestone was achieved on 30th November 2020 as against the scheduled date of 14th August 2019 with a delay of 474 days. NHAI, without considering the fault of contractor, knowing the fact that lockdown was first imposed on March 2020, until that time project was already delayed by 7 months, considering it eligible for COVID relaxation and granted 6 months extension of time without recovering damages amounting to 94.9 crore from contractor, despite the fact that authority engineers also recommended for recovery of damages from contractors for slow progress on the project, attributing it to poor planning and inadequate resource mobilization. Thus, the commensurate liquidated damages as per EPC agreement terms amounting to Rs 208 crore were not levied, leading to undue favor to the contractors. MORTH replied in April 2022 that extension of time was granted to contractors without levying liquidated damages based on policy guidelines in case of Dwarka Expressway Package 3 and 4 and due to access to the site denied to the contractor because of resistance or agitation by landowners in respect of Varanasi Ring Road Package 2. MORTH reply may be viewed against the fact that in all three projects, contractors were liable to pay damages as per the agreement. However, still they were granted extension of time without liquidated damages. Further, authorities, engineers of the projects themselves attributed the delay solely on the part of the contractors in achievement of the milestone and thereby recommended commensurate penalty for the same. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please share it to your friends and relatives who are also taxpayers. Everyone as taxpayer should know how our tax paid money is swindled by the politician, bureaucracy and contractor nexus in this country. We are unduly burdened with high taxes and high rates for the government services. Thanks for watching.